miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tua now on first down. Being chased out left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, 42 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yo.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCoy, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
31-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Dolphins 21, Chargers 7.
6 yards left on second down.
He's checking crowd. Check safety, check safety. Watch twist. 17 Buffalo 18.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right.
Oh
And he
my
fires
God.
one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
42-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some room to run now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Herbert. Got it, man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Dolphins 28, Chargers 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for L.A.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him to 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
The 17-yard line.
Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second and goal, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception.
Oh, you got to feel it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chargers 32.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 49, Chargers 32.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Keenan Allen, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Chargers 38.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive play. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hunter Long, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 56, Chargers 38. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed two. He only got one. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on it? He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 63, Chargers 38.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand off here to Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
70, Chargers 38. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain that time for the Chargers. On first down, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham there to make the grab. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Can't be denied, boy.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The ball comes out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Room here to run.
They are not ready.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 30 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead.
77. Chargers 44.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and...
Herbert has it knocked free. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach just...
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 82 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2. Lindsay going to try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now room for Eckler. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 84 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Tua now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
To the air, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen. Check down to Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Allen's throw is complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, a run with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida. 27 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
So defensively, 3rd down, you're thinking get the stop, maybe force the field goal try. Instead, he's able to shake free and not just get the 1st down, but get the touchdown as well.
Yeah, so much for the best laid plans, right? And you knew once he got past the line of scrimmage, he was gone. Got the head of steam behind him. Vroom, off to the races. The only surprise would have been if anyone caught him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 27, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Bills 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Herbert now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On first down, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Now room for Eckler.
And he's got room. 30, 10, 5, and he's in for a Charger touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side, but this is a unit that has to be itching to get the...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Herbert off of play action. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
61 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. They find some open field here. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, 88 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big gain there for the Bills. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Breida will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Allen will try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down and goal to go.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bills' 3-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rolling to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete. But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Chargers 30.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.